Sophie, Countess of Wessex, and her husband Prince Edward are said to be favourites of the Queen. Sophie, Countess of Wessex, 55, and Prince Edward, 56, have been married for 20 years and during their time as working royals have provided valuable support to Queen Elizabeth II, 94. Prince Edward is the Queen's youngest son and the only one of her children not to have divorced, which is said to be why Sophie is her favourite daughter-in-law. Former PR boss Sophie and Prince Edward first began dating in 1993. While Sophie and Edward were first introduced by a mutual friend in 1987, they didn't strike up a romance until several years later. Unlike previous royal girlfriends, Sophie was allowed to move in with Edward at Buckingham Palace before the couple were married, something the Queen had never before permitted. In her 1995 biography of Prince Edward, Ingrid Seward wrote, "That Edward should wish to have his girlfriend beside him as much as possible was perfectly natural." That the Queen should allow it to happen under her roof marked a significant change in attitude and approach. Both Sarah and Diana had moved into the palace, but not until they were formally engaged. Prince Edward and Sophie announced their engagement to the world on January 6, 1999. As well as admiring their long-lasting marriage, the Queen is said to respect Sophie's dedication to royal duty. Touching on what makes Sophie such a hit with the Queen, royal journalist and author Robert Jobson previously told The Telegraph, "The Countess is probably the best example of an outsider coming into the family and learning on the job." She's very much the Queen's favorite, and you'll notice that whenever there is a family holiday or gathering, Sophie and Edward often stay a while longer than the rest. Quote,